You didn't stumble here by chance. You're here because something inside you, a restless, clawing beast, knows you're meant for more than the half-lived days you've been choking down. It's the shadow of your potential, pacing behind bars you built yourself, snarling at every wasted second. Time isn't your buddy, patting you on the back while you figure it out. It's not your foe either, plotting your downfall. It's a blade, cold, unfeeling, and double-edged. You're either gripping the hilt, carving your path, or you're the fool bleeding out beneath it. This script isn't a soft nudge or a polite suggestion. It's a brick through the window of your complacency. It's for the man who's sick of drifting, who's ready to stop hemorrhaging time and start wielding it like a weapon. Welcome to the edge. Step up, or get cut. Time's a thief with no face, slipping through your fingers while you're busy scrolling, stalling, or swearing you'll get to it soon. You feel it, don't you? That itch, that hollow ache when you look back at a day and see nothing but dust where a mountain could have stood. This isn't about guilt, it's about truth. You've got one shot, one ticking lifeline, and every moment you let slip is a piece of your soul you'll never reclaim. The clock's not sentimental. It doesn't care about your plans or your promises. It cuts, and it keeps cutting until you're either forged into something unbreakable or left as scraps on the floor. This is your ultimatum. Master your time or let it bury you. Choose now, because hesitation's just another wound. Picture this. You're teetering on a cliff, wind howling, staring into a black pit you dug with your own hands. Down there, a churning sea of lost hours, days you pissed away on nothing, dreams you let rot, every later you tossed like a grenade that blew up in your face. Above, the sky's blazing with what could be a life sharp as a razor, pulsing with purpose. If you just stop screwing yourself with the one resource you can't beg, borrow, or buy back. This isn't a feel-good chat over coffee. This is your reckoning, a bare-knuckle brawl with the reality you've been dodging. Time doesn't pause for your excuses. It doesn't flinch at your fatigue. It marches, relentless, and every step you don't take is a scar you'll carry to your grave. You think you've got time? Wake up. Time's got you pinned, choking you with days that melt into weeks, weeks that fester into years until you're a ghost haunting your own life, mumbling about what you meant to do. Procrastination's not some cute flaw you shrug off. It's a predator, teeth bared, hunting your potential. And you've been its prey, haven't you? Every Netflix binge, every snooze button, every I'll start tomorrow is a meal you've served up to that beast. You're fattening it with your future, letting it gnaw on the bones of your ambition while you sit there, scrolling, pretending it's fine. It's not fine, it's a slow bleed, and you're the one holding the knife. Look at the world spinning outside your window. People are climbing, creating, conquering, sweating blood to build something real while you're sinking in a swamp of your own making. Don't kid yourself. You're not busy. You're not overwhelmed. You're reckless, tossing time like it's trash, as if it's some endless river you can dip into whenever you damn well please. It's not. It's a blade, and every second you squander is a slash across your legacy. You're hemorrhaging your life, drip by drip, and you're too numb to notice the puddle pooling at your feet. But here's the brutal, beautiful truth. You're not helpless. You're the mastermind behind this chaos, the architect of your own cage, built from late starts, half-finished efforts, and a coward's refusal to face the clock. That's the good news. You made it so you can break it. The bad news? It's gonna hurt like hell. Mastering time isn't a cozy little habit tweak. It's a war, a bloody tooth and nail fight for every minute. You don't get to sit this one out. You don't get to negotiate. You fight or you fall. That's it. Let's paint two pictures, two versions of you staring back from the edge of this cliff. First, the drifter you're flirting with becoming. He wakes up late, groggy, thumb already swiping through his phone before his feet hit the floor. He skips the run he swore he'd do, mumbles about no time, and shuffles through a day of half-assed tasks and endless distractions. Lunch is a blur, more scrolling, more nothing. By night, he's slumped on the couch, drowning guilt in another episode, another beer, another empty vow to turn it around tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and it's the same damn dance. That's not living, it's decomposing, a slow funeral dirge played on repeat while the clock laughs. Now, the forger, the man you could be. He's up before dawn, not because it's easy, but because he's got a fire in his belly that won't let him rot in bed. Every move's deliberate, a workout that's not negotiable, a plan that's not optional, a focus that cuts through the noise like a machete. He doesn't drift, he dominates. By sundown, he's not wallowing in regret. He's standing tall, chest heaving, staring at the ground he's claimed, already plotting the next assault. That's not a dream, that's a decision, and it's yours to make. Right here, right now. What's it gonna be? The cliff's crumbling under your feet. The abyss doesn't wait. You've got a heartbeat, a breath, a choice. Use them or lose them. This reckoning's not a suggestion, it's a demand. Answer it. Let's cut the crap and get to the marrow. You're not procrastinating because life's too hectic or you're not feeling it. You're hooked on a lie, a slick, poisonous story that's got you by the throat, promising you've got endless tomorrows to play with. It's a siren song, crooning that the perfect moment's coming, that you can coast a little longer, that someday is a real place you'll land. It's a narcotic, numbing you to the collapse of your own potential, and you're mainlining it every time you hit snooze or scroll past your goals. Here's how that lie plays out, day after rotting day. The drift. You wake up unmoored. No rudder, no map, just a fuzzy hope you'll get to it. Hours dissolve in a fog of indecision, and by night, you're left with a sour taste and a screen to numb it. The bargain. You swap gold for garbage. 5 minutes of just checking becomes an hour. A quick break becomes a lost day. You tell yourself you'll recover it later. Later's a mirage, and you're dying of thirst chasing it. The mask. You dress it up as multitasking or self-care, but it's a dodge. You're not recharging, you're retreating, hiding from the weight of what's waiting. The cycle. One delay breeds another. Skip a task, it festers, and soon you're staring at a mountain you're too scared to climb. So you don't. You sit, paralyzed, watching it grow. This lie's a leech, sucking your will dry. It convinces you time's a stretchy toy you can pull and twist to fit your whims. Wrong. Time's a guillotine. Snap, another day gone. Snap, another shot missed. Snap, another chunk of your life severed. You're not just losing hours, you're losing yourself piece by piece until you're a shell wondering where it all went. The longer you swallow this lie, the tighter its grip until breaking free feels like clawing out of quicksand. Procrastination's your comfort zone, a soft, suffocating blanket you've wrapped around yourself to dodge the cold sting of effort. It's the voice cooing, not yet, not now, you're not enough. It's a lullaby that keeps you small, safe, asleep while the world spins on without you. And here's the sick twist. You've started to crave it. You've made peace with the chains, telling yourself they're cozy, that they're protecting you from failure, from risk, from the raw ache of trying. They're not protection, they're a prison. Every time you snuggle deeper, you're locking another bar in place. Zoom out. This isn't just you, it's everywhere. Society's rigged to cradle this lie. Busy is a trophy, even when it's just a tornado of meaningless noise. You're sold the myth that taking it easy is noble, that balance means something when your dreams are gasping for air. Social media is a slot machine, feeding your delay with every pull. Binge watching's a drug, doping you up while your goals flatline. The culture shrugs. Everyone does it. But you're not everyone. You're not here to shrug. You're here to shatter that lie and build something real from the wreckage. Let's rip it apart further. That blanket? It's not wool, it's barbed wire, cutting you every time you cling to it. Every "I'll do it later" is a fresh wound. Every excuse a twist of the blade. You're not resting. You're bleeding out ambition, courage, life. The lie tells you it's okay to wait for the right time, but the right time's a phantom. It doesn't exist outside the moment you're in. You're not preparing. You're perishing, one delay at a time. And the world? It's not pausing for your epiphany. It's moving, and it'll leave you behind unless you wake the hell up. Enough wallowing. Time's not your jailer, it's your forge. It's the crucible where you're melted down, hammered out, and shaped into something fierce if you've got the spine to step into the heat. Every tick's a spark, every talk a blow, turning raw, messy you into a blade of purpose. But it's not passive. You don't get to stand there, hands in pockets, hoping it works out. Leave it alone, and the fire dies. Your time cools into a lump of regret, fit for nothing but the junkyard. Procrastination's the quitter's move, backing away, letting the coals go cold. You're here to swing the hammer. Imagine it. Time's a furnace, roaring, and you're the iron inside. The heat's blistering, the clock's pounding, and what you do next decides if you emerge as a weapon, keen, deadly, alive, or a shapeless blob, discarded and forgotten. The legends didn't wait for the flames to feel nice. They dove in, skin searing, and forged their names into history, one brutal strike at a time. You're still hovering at the edge, aren't you? Scared of the burn. Step in or step aside. There's no halfway. Mastering time isn't about cute little tricks. It's about fire and force. Here's how you wield it. Seize the flame. Motivation's a liar. Waiting for it is for suckers. Act first. The heat comes from the swing, not the warm-up. Move now. Light the damn day yourself. Shape the day. Every hour's a chunk of ore. Beat it into something solid. Block your time like a smith blocks a sword. One mission per blow. No wandering, no waffling, just purpose. Burn the dross. Distractions are slag in the mix. Melt them down, phone off, notifications gone, excuses torched. What's left is clean, usable time. Endure the heat. It's supposed to suck. That's the point. The forge turns weak metal into steel, weak wills into iron. Grit your teeth and take it. That's how you harden. Let's dig into the craft. Forging's not chaos, it's control. A blacksmith doesn't flail at the anvil. He heats the steel until it glows, strikes with precision, cools it at the right moment, tempers it to last. Your time's the same. You can't just fling yourself at it. You've got to know your rhythm, your aim. Plan your day like a master craftsman. When's the fire hottest? When do you strike hardest? Most people fail because they swing blind, rushing without focus, collapsing in a heap of sparks. Not you. You measure, you hit, you refine. Take a day and break it down. Morning's your furnace. Peak energy, white-hot focus. That's for the big cuts, the heavy lifts, your deepest work. Midday's the anvil, steady, grinding, shaping the details. Night's the quench, cooling off, reflecting, setting the edge. Every phase matters. Waste the morning on emails or errands and you've dulled your blade before it's even formed. Strike smart or don't bother striking. And here's the kicker. The forge doesn't just craft the steel, it crafts the smith. Every blister, every ache, every drop of sweat is a lesson carved into your bones. You're not just building a life, you're building a man. The heat strips away the soft parts, the pressure polishes the rough edges, the hammer reveals what you're made of. But you've got to stay in it. Duck out when it stings and you're just another lump of cold potential rusting in the corner. This is your chance to become someone unbreakable. Don't flinch. There's a rift splitting the earth and you're balanced on its edge. One side's the drifters, carried by time like leaves in a gutter, tumbling nowhere fast. The other's the forgers, gripping time's reins, bending it, breaking it to their will. You're not locked in yet, but you're swaying, and the clock's about to kick you one way or the other. This isn't about fate or fairy tales, it's about what you do when the ground shakes. The drifters, they're the majority, shadows of what they could have been. The guy who's almost ready to start, the woman who's too tired to fight for her dreams. They're drowning in a sea of someday, their lives a landfill of could-haves and didn't-dos. Time owns them. The forgers, they're the outliers. The runner who's out there when the world's asleep. The artist who bleeds ink while others binge shows. The hustler who turns exhaustion into empires. They don't wait for a green light. They make their own. Time's their servant. The divide's a chasm. Drifters sink in quicksand of their own regrets. Forgers climb peaks of their own making. Where you land isn't chance, it's choice. Every action tips you toward the forgers. Every stall nudges you to the drift. There's no neutral here, the current's too fierce. Let's meet them up close. Here's Tom, the drifter. He's 40, stuck in a cubicle he loathes. Lunch spent doom scrolling, swearing he'll get out soon. He's got a novel he's gonna write, a gym bag collecting dust, a vague plan to live better when the stars align. But the stars don't align. Life's a gale, and Tom's just flapping in it, clutching not yet like a lifeline. He's not swamped, he's sinking, buried under a pile of his own delays. Then there's Mia, the forger. Same age, same 24 hours. She's up at 4:30, not because she's a masochist, but because she knows the dawn's hers to conquer. She's got a schedule, tight, fierce, unbreakable. She trains, not for likes, but for strength. She writes, not for fun, but for legacy. She's building a career, a vision, a life, while Tom's still dreaming. Mia's no genius. She's just decided time's her anvil, not her anchor. The divide's more than outcomes, it's essence. Drifters are defined by what they'll do later, a future that never arrives. Forgers are defined by what they do now, a present they own. Tom's a ghost of intention. Mia's a force of execution. Tom's waiting for the world to save him. Mia's saving herself. You're at the fork. Drift into the haze or forge into the fire. Time's not picking for you. It's watching. What's your move? Let's widen the lens. Drifters aren't just individuals, they're a mindset. They're the friend who's always about to, the coworker who's too busy to start, the voice in your head that says tomorrow's better. Forgers are the opposite, a breed apart. They're the ones who show up, rain or shine, who turn no time into make time, who don't just survive the storm but harness it. The divide's a mirror. Look hard and you'll see which side you're leaning toward. Don't like the reflection? Change it. Now you want to smash procrastination into the dirt? Arm yourself. This isn't a toolbox of polite hacks. It's a stockpile of weapons, forged in the furnace of discipline, honed to gut your excuses. Load up and don't hold back. The anchor. Kick every day with a ritual that screams, I'm awake and I'm coming for it. 10 minutes of push-ups, a page of raw thoughts, one task that plants your flag. It's your first kill of the day, proof you're not floating. The blade. Slice your hours into blocks. Merciless, focused, no fat. 90 minutes for the monster goal, 30 for the must-dos, 0 for the bullshit. No bleed, no blur, cut sharp. The shield. Guard your time like it's gold. Phone's a landmine. Bury it for the first hour. Quick checks are ambushes. Block them cold. Build a fortress around your focus and dare the world to breach it. The torch. Ignite your why. Why are you here? What's at stake? Scratch it into your skin if you have to. Keep it blazing. Purpose isn't a bonus. It's the spark that turns action into a wildfire. The chain. Chain yourself to a cadence. Same rise, same grind, same deep work slot. Routine's not a cage, it's a catapult. Link the days and watch procrastination choke. But weapons don't win wars. Warriors do. Mastering time's a mindset, a siege mentality where every minute's a hill to take. You're not juggling tasks, you're storming a battlefield. Procrastination's a hydra. Comfort, doubt, laziness. Cut off one head and another snarls. Here's how you slay it. The general's eye. Map your day like a campaign. Know your peaks. When's your mind a blade? Your valleys. When's it mush? Hit the big fights when you're sharpest. Save the skirmishes for the fade. The blitz. Charge the ugliest task first. Don't tiptoe into the day. Smash it open. Kill the dread fast, and the rest falls like dominoes. Momentum's your ally. Hesitation's your executioner. The stronghold. Your space is your bunker. Clear the traps. Phone out. Clutter gone. Noise dead. Make it a war room, not a toy chest. Every distraction's a traitor. Execute it. And the real ammo? Hunger. You've got to crave the fight. Not just the win, but the sweat, the strain, the sting of pushing past I can't. The rush of a task crushed, the growl of a clock outrun, the quiet steel in your spine when you don't break. That's the addiction that buries procrastination. You're not a manager, you're a hunter. Stalk your time, trap it, own it, every damn day. Let's load up more. Add the compass. A single North Star goal that pulls you through the fog. Write it big, somewhere you can't miss it. Bedroom wall, wrist tattoo, whatever works. When the drift creeps in, it's your beacon back to the fight. Then the trap, set deadlines that bite. Not someday, but Friday, 3 p.m., or I'm screwed. Fear's a motivator. Use it. This arsenal's yours. Wield it like you mean it. And procrastination doesn't stand a chance. No more ducking. Face yourself, full on, no filters, no lies. Not the curated you for Instagram, but the real you, the one who knows exactly where the time's bled out. See the fractures, nights lost to scrolling, mornings trashed by snooze, ambitions rotting in a drawer. That's not life getting in the way, that's you letting it slip away. The mirror's a spotlight and it's merciless. Look until it hurts because that's where the truth lives. Ask yourself, don't flinch. Where did today bleed out? Did you shape it or did it scatter? What did you dodge? And what's the real reason? If this was your last day, would it stand tall or slink away? This isn't a pity party, it's a wake-up call. The mirror shows the distance between the man you are and the man you're meant to be. It's jagged, it's ugly, and it's your launch pad. Stare it down until the excuses crack. Then act. Turn it into a ritual. Every night before you collapse, stand there, mirror or mind, and grill yourself. What did I forge today? Name it. If it's nothing, admit it. No sugarcoating. Where did I falter, and why? Pinpoint the leak. Fear, sloth, comfort. Call it out. What's tomorrow's first strike? Not a wish, a plan, locked and loaded. Write it down, pen, paper, blood if it's what it takes. This isn't navel-gazing, it's reconnaissance. You can't fight what you can't see, and most stumble through life blind to their own sabotage. Not you. You're mapping the enemy, your own drift, and plotting the counterattack. Awareness isn't soft, it's the first spark of mastery, but the mirror's more than a judge, it's a prophet. Look past the cracks and see the forger rising. See the steel in your gaze, the set of your jaw, the hunger radiating off you. Picture the man who doesn't bend, who doesn't stall, who turns time into a tool instead of a noose. That's not a what if. That's your next step, if you've got the guts to take it. The mirror's a gateway. Cross it and don't look back. Let's push it further. Make it active. Don't just stare, speak. Tell that reflection what you're done with. No more drifting. No more lies. I'm coming for my time. Say it loud, let it echo. Then write a letter to the you of yesterday, the one who let it slide. Tell him he's dead, buried, and you're the new man rising from the ash. Burn it if you want. The point's the purge. This isn't reflection, it's resurrection. You're not built to limp along, you're built to surge. Mastering time isn't a polite jog, it's a sprint through the flames, a tidal wave of will that drowns procrastination in its tracks. Feel it swelling, the tightness in your lungs, the pulse in your veins, the roar clawing up your throat. This is your breaking point, and it's glorious. Now's the fuse, not next week, not when I'm ready, now. The surge ignites the instant you say yes. No preamble, no excuses, explode into it. Ride the crest, one victory births the next. Crush a task, savor the jolt, channel it into the beast waiting behind it. Momentum's a juggernaut, set it loose. No reverse, doubts the anchor, fears the chain. Snap them, charge through the panic. Speeds your blade, and it cuts procrastination to ribbons. The surge isn't tame, it's a tempest. Let it rip through your delays, your doubts, your dead-end habits. Ride it hard or get crushed beneath it. But let's get real. It's not all adrenaline and anthems. The surge is gritty, jagged, alive. It's that moment mid-task when your brain begs for a breather, when the couch calls, when every fiber whines for escape. That's the test. Lean into it. Embrace the ache, the friction, the sheer weight of doing. It's not about comfort, it's about power, the kind that crackles when you push past enough into more. Action's a drug. Get hooked. Here's the magic. Motion feeds motion. The first step's a beast, but once you're rolling, the tide turns. Inertia's not your enemy anymore. It's your engine, roaring you forward. That's the surge, the high of stacking wins, the snarl of outrunning the clock, the bone-deep thrill of knowing you didn't back down. Feed it, and it grows. Starve it, and it fades. Guard it, too. The surge is fragile, doubt's a sniper, fatigue's a minefield, old ruts are quicksand. Shield it with focus, stoke it with wins, armor it with the stakes. Every second you charge widens the canyon between the you that was and the you that will be. The surge isn't a phase, it's your pulse. Keep it pounding, let's amplify it. Picture the surge as a war cry, yours, echoing through the day. Hear it when you wake, when you falter, when you finish. Let it shake you awake. I'm not done, I'm not stopping. Add fuel, music that hits like a fist, a mantra that bites, a memory of when you rose and won. The surge is you, unleashed. Don't tame it, let it roar. This is it. Your line in the sand. No more skirmishes with yourself. This is the end game. Swear an oath here and now to master your time and crush procrastination with every shred of your being. Say it, loud and unyielding. I will not drift. I will not stall. I will forge my days with purpose and action, starting this breath. Write it in ink, carve it in stone, burn it into your core. This isn't a promise, it's a pact. Seal it with action. Pick the thorn, the task you've dodged longest. Hit it in the next 5 minutes. No build-up, no bullshit. Dive in. Set the fuse. Give it 30 minutes of pure, unbroken fire. No distractions, just you and the grind. See what ignites. Chain the days. Tomorrow, same heat, same stake. Stack them until it's not a habit. It's you. You're not just nodding along. You're binding yourself to this. Break it, and you're back in the pit, clawing at shadows. Keep it, and you're a forger, a titan, a storm. Choose and mean it. Make it real. Craft a relic of this oath, a contract, signed with today's date, pinned where it glares at you. Mirror, wall, dashboard. Or forge a token, a ring, a rock, a blade, something solid to grip when the drift whispers. Let it weigh on you, ground you, remind you. Then rope in a witness. Someone who will lock eyes and demand you hold fast, who will shove you back when you slip. This isn't solo. It's a brotherhood of accountability. This oath isn't a one-off. It's a daily forging, a vow renewed with every sunrise. Wake up and feel it. Time's blade is yours. Sharp, ready, lethal. Don't let it turn on you. Wield it. Shape your story, your strength, your soul. And when the doubts creep, when the old you begs to crawl back, spit in its face and say, not today, not ever. This is your oath. Live it or lose it.